July 16th, 2025. A couple weeks ago, I was weed whacking in my yard. And I never weed whack, but I had to weed whack in this trench area we've dug to get the water from under the house, blah, blah, blah. So, well, I now have a foundation work, so it doesn't matter. It's got irrigation pumps under there and a dehumidifier and everything. But anyway, I was weed whacking, and I was wearing my shorts and a tank top. No bra, shorts, tank top, sneakers. And the material, we have a vine called Virginia Creeper, and it was around my gas tank and along the fence, and that weed whack was hitting it. It blew on my arms, it blew on my legs, and something like poison ivy happened. So I said, well, how am I going to do this from now on? Even though it's 109 out there, it's 95, feel like 103, 99, feel like 104, whatever. Put this on, you'll see something. But this is waterproof. It's almost like something that a forensic team would use. And they come in medium, large, extra large, and XX extra large. I don't like this one because I'm only 5'6", and you have to kind of keep pulling your waistband up. Okay, so let me unzip this real quick, and some of this is going to be hard to do because I only have, it unzips all the way down. It is blood proof. It covers your feet. If you're a man wearing sneakers or no shoes, you do this. The blood in the Kohberger case was in Kaylee and Maddie's room. Majority of the blood is in Kaylee and Maddie's room, and it's contained in there because nobody escaped. They're basically around or near the bed. And then Zaina's coming up because she hears all kind of ruckus going on. She's up because she had bought something from Jack in the Box. And she's coming part of the way up the stairs. He sees her, he comes down. So obviously there might be blood tracks along the stairs going down, maybe along the wall if he touched it. And he comes down with his knife in hand, and she makes it to her doorway. He stabs her in the back, I assume, in the front, and her hand, she's trying to fight. Her hands were cut pretty bad. Okay, so she's contained in the doorway. Ethan is either in bed or was coming from the bathroom or something. He ends up in the bed, and he's executed also. Now, what I've done, wait a minute. Here is a knife. Just a kitchen knife, came from my brother's supply. Pretty good. I don't use it. I have a different one. So if you'll bear me for a minute, I'm going to show you how. This is a vacuum cleaner. This is a Dirt Devil vacuum cleaner container. You can take it apart where it's basically empty in the middle. There are various, if you've ever rented an apartment, if you've ever rented a trailer, sometimes the landlord will leave some older equipment. So you might have something like this in the back of your, let's call this a vacuum cleaner canister. And it's in the back, and it looks like it's, oh, by the way, the tie back comes in blue, gray, black, and white. You can order it online, $10, or you can pick it up if you look around enough, like at Ace Hardware, at Home Depot, Lowe's. You can get black ones if you keep your eye peeled for it. Some companies said, well, get the black one to look better in the winter, or get the gray one. So you can get a black colored tie back outfit. Now let me fold it up and show you, and pretend this is a vacuum cleaner canister, and going back to the apartment, say you have a dust closet and there's two good vacuums, and in the corner there's this. You don't know what it is. It just says empty bags. Maybe it's even written on there, extra bags. Well, the ones you have now are bagless. They don't have bags. But there's one in the corner from an old vacuum, and it's just a canister, and it says empty bags or something, okay? And there's a black looking wad of something in there. Okay, so let me show you what you can do with this tie back. Now, this is in the supposition that Mr. Kohberger was in the house some previous time and knew where the dust closet was, or the heater, or the refrigerator, and he put this behind it. Now, this is just a canister from Dollar Tree. Now, let me show you something real quick. I put it a lot smaller than this, but I just wanted to show you this. This is a container. Bear with me. Here, bear with me for one moment. Take this. Got to get the air out. It is permeable, but blood doesn't get through it. You put this in here, in your container. You put your knife in your container. You have gloves, which, by the way, I had them during Vita. These are Sterilite gloves. There was so much COVID material. So I took a couple. I said, well, I might be painting this summer, so I took like 5 pair. Don't tell Aretha; she'll get mad. But no, I mean, I don't think anybody cared. We had so much mask and sanitizer and stuff. You put it in there, and voila, you're walking out with this. And somebody said, we had a container in his hand. So you've got your knife, you've got your tie-back outfit. It's much like for what forensic people use. Nothing gets on you. So here we go. He's completely sealed up in this outfit. It's black. He can still wear his balaclava because the little head net on this, you can have it on your shoulders. You still can wear your balaclava. You can still wear your gloves. And I believe he sat down in Xana's room. You have to sit down, believe me. It's easier to sit down. I'm 70 years old, and I had to put it on to keep the Virginia Weeper, the Virginia Creeper from getting on me. So I put it on. Oh my God, it was hot out there. That's kind of a dangerous thing to do, walking around 100-degree heat with this on. But anyway, I did it long enough to do some yard work because I got a rash from this stuff. It's terrible. But anyway, it's like poison ivy. And I just wanted to say that it's very easy, and nobody in the house would think of it. If you're in the middle of midterms or finals and you have a dust closet, and there's 2 good vacuums that are bagless, and then there's an old portion of a Kenmore. What do they have? What are the names of them? I don't remember. I can't. Bissell, and there's a canister for Bissell. Well, there's no Bissell vacuum cleaner, but it says empty bags. It's just in there because it was left over for generation after generation after generation of students. So there you go. So you didn't even think about it. It's just in there, and it says empty bags, and it's a black wad of nothing. Now, I believe he brought the knife in with him, but when he left, if there were any instrumentalities, he could just stick it in this what appeared to be a vacuum canister and head on out. And it would be in that closet. So that means he was in the house before. He was in the house before and just left this in the dust closet. Thank you.